Hi Lonnie, you know what? I can see exactly what the problem is. I've downloaded a copy of your site. And let's just open this page up here. Okay. Now, see where it says site styles, all that, all these different scripts and things like this. They're not linked in properly. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to take a copy of your about page. I'm just going to make a copy of it. For example, here, there it is down below. I'm going to move it into that folder. I'm just going to refresh the site here. I'm going to move this copy, which is, you see all this site styles looks exactly the same in terms of your existing page there, except for site styles. Let's move it in and see what happens when Expression Web updates the links for me. Okay, see how we now have a // Well, that's the problem right there. Is this page here has broken links because if it's in a subfolder, it should have had the links updated like so. // So that's the very first thing. How do you go about fixing this? Well, the only thing I can think of is close down Expression Web altogether. Let's just try something out here. Close it down altogether. Okay, here's your site right here. I want you to go into your you're using your Windows Explorer or whatever your tool is to access your folders on your computer. Go into your, or do this here. I want you to, I'm just going to right click on the new folder. I'm going to select open in new window so it opens up another document window. Okay, and now what I'm going to do from this new window and this existing folder here, if you can sort of see in the video, I'm going to take this Parks page and I'm going to physically drag it back into the root. Then I'm going to close my folder down and I close this one down. I'm going to open Expression Web back up. I'm going to check to see if the page works while in the root folder. I'm just going to select it, hit F12. Oh, there we go. Now the bits and pieces are starting to show up. Okay. Now what I can do is go back to Expression Web. Now I'm going to drag it back into the folder like so. I'm going to go in here, open it up. Now my links are updated. So for whatever reason, I'm not sure how that page got in there without the links being updated, but that was what the problem was with that particular page right there. Now if you're going to have teachers update this, I have a couple of concerns that they may be breaking links, especially going into subfolders. I'm not sure how you're going to have it set up for them, but you may need to do the following. You may need to go into your templates folder, template DWT. Okay, and first thing I want you to do is make sure you go to the site settings and maintain the site using hidden meta files. Make sure that is checked. Okay, do that before you go and move the page around. My bad, because that's what keeps track of all the different links and things in your site. But if this were my site, what I would probably end up actually doing is going to the template DWT and I would change all the links that I see in here with this // and I put the absolute URL in there. Now, what that means is the site has to be published up to the server in order to check it, but if you maybe as a very final step, do your web address right in here. Right, so when you're ready to go live, I might consider going into the template DWT, and then I do the HTTP boom / www. And then the actual name of the site /. You see that? So now we have the full URL, and I might actually copy that down for everything else in this particular page here. The reason being is that way style sheets will be pulled from the server and not a local computer. Now that's very important when you have different people making updates if they're doing it from different computers, because all these links here are relative to the computer you're working on, right? Or the website that you're working on, as long as it's on the same computer. But I have a feeling if somebody's coming in with Expression Web and they're making a change and uploading it back to the server, if your pages are all linked to a single local website, anybody from an outside location, they're not going to be able to see the styles and all that sort of thing. So if you go and change all these, wherever you see a // in here in your template DWT, put the full of your website right in here, just like so, and right down here like so. I mean, that's a bit of a start. I mean, there's a little bit of work when it comes to having the setup that you're looking for. I think that's what you would have to do, is you would have to change all your links over to what we call absolute URLs instead of relative URLs. Like I said, that way if somebody's working on a page that is not on the same computer that website, your website is located on, they would still be able to see the background graphics and the things like that. And it would make a little bit more sense to them when they have it open in Expression Web versus having it all, like I said, linked to a single site. But if it's all coming from one site and they're just opening it up with Expression Web and they only have access to one folder, that may be different. But I'd actually have to see it when you have it done to have a better idea.